Hey, Boo Brown. Hey, Sheila. Hey, hey. Let me get this out here. Maria's in the house, you guys. Lawana is here. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to, um, you know, get my notification. How's everybody doing? Hey, T. Peters, yes, you are in here. Everybody, I want you guys to welcome T. Peters, okay? Make her feel at home, you guys. Hey, Kevin Hart is in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, brother. Okay. Alvira is in here. Sandra is in here. Lawana Ida is in the house. Bree done came up in here. China Moon is in here. Latoya, I know you guys. Sheila is in the house. Boo Brown is in the house. I know I'm early. At least I'm not late. Thank you, China Moon, for welcoming T. Peters. Yes, that is a new member, you guys. Y'all show her some love. Wow. I get, hmm, wow. I'm getting some really good stuff, you guys. Dang, I don't know. I'm just looking at the stuff. Mm, who was that sent that? Oh, thank you. We've got a lot to talk about today, so we're just waiting for. Um, hey, did that this morning, Karen? What's going on? Oh, thank you, thank you. Hey, yes, everybody. Welcome T. Peters. Janie done came in here. Nice to see you here, Janie. You guys, you know I like that name, Janie. My mama's name was Janie. She sure was. That was her name, Janie May. Janie May. Yes, I got some new pictures, and you guys, I was gonna share it with you guys, but I guess I'm gonna have to wait to get okay. Ooh, it's hot up in here. Oh my goodness gracious. So, we got a lot to talk about, you guys, because whoa. I know I guess it was yesterday. We came on live yesterday, and there was some people's feelings gotten hurt because, you know, this and that. It's not like drama in the family. No, it's just how sometimes you might feel one way and somebody else might feel another way, and they're really strong about how they feel, and they don't. Everybody's gonna feel a certain way. I'm gonna share something with you guys before, because we're early. We're early, so it's not even 5 o'clock yet. So I'm gonna share something with you guys that most of the time people feel the way that they feel because they've been through something. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, there wouldn't be an Amber Alert if there wasn't a child named Amber that got abducted. Now, I know that the abbreviation for Amber is not for that particular child. It's for alert, emergency, something, medical or something. Anyway, I forgot what the abbreviation was, but it wasn't for that particular child. But things, when people have dealt with a lot of things, like, say, for instance, death, murder, somebody killing somebody, somebody kidnapping somebody, and it's in their family, or somebody molesting somebody, and then we're talking about these situations, it brings up a lot of feelings. It brings up a lot of feelings. And so sometimes people are sensitive to how you react or respond. Now, even though that they're on the defense, and it may not be on the right defense, or maybe they feel like they're right because they, in their situation, it went one way, so they can feel for the the victim or the people that's suspect. I know I'm rambling, but I'm trying to let you guys know that people are going to be sensitive to some of this stuff. But at the same time, I'm hoping that we're learning. I'm hoping that hey, Crazy P, I could see you, and I seen somebody else come up in here, and I'm hoping that we can grow to at least know what to do when stuff like this happens. Helen and I was making that video this morning, and I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what you guys got out of it, but I was overwhelmed about that video. I mean, for some unknown reason, that video kind of scared me a little bit because I could see our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about everybody as a group being hurt by these children getting killed and people not, is one thing about this world. People's like, oh, those my kids, don't worry about it, you mind your own business. And that's the crazy thing. People starting to mind their own business and they're not paying attention to your kids. And then when something happened, everybody want to know why nobody didn't help. And that's what the vigil for Cupcake they were talking about. Um, yeah, I got 28 people in here. It ain't even 5 o'clock. We just waiting to 5 o'clock. It impacts us too, even if it's not our own child. Exactly, it does impact us. And if we want to make changes, and I was just saying, our changes start with conversation. Our changes start with growth in ourselves. We can't expect, these younger kids out here making these decisions to understand if you got somebody in the back talking about, I don't care, don't touch my kid, don't say nothing to my kid, don't do this, don't do that. And, so we're gonna have to We're gonna have to pay attention. Janet Dunbar is in here. Sandy done came running in here. They're running in here. I told you guys I wasn't gonna be late today. This case with Cupcake disturbs my spirit really bad. No lie. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it disturbed mine too. But when I see the people fighting and they fighting amongst each other and and I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I'm not blaming the mama. Now, I only gonna tell you the truth. I can't say that for anything else, but I'm not blaming the mama. I'm not saying I blame the mama because she made a mistake. She let her guards down. Our kids, we're thinking, that's why he probably got on there. The dad got on there and was like, Cupcake gonna be all right. Cupcake all right. I don't know if he think it was a game or I don't know if he knew something, but I can't, I know pointing fingers. This case is disturbing because it's a 3-year-old, not a 5-year-old, not 10, not 12, not 11, but they're suffocating our babies. They're killing our babies. And the parents, let me see what Janet said. Oh, Ida said, they're quick to say, don't worry about my child, I'm their mom. But when something happens, they want everybody, okay, they want everybody help. Shaking my head. Always we need to stop acting like people can't tell your child anything. Exactly. Crazy P says, I blame her. Well, and and this is what I tried to explain to some people that, hey Helen, nice to have you here. I see you, baby. Okay, so it must be 5:02. Okay, so and I try to explain to some people that when a child come up missing, who is the responsible person for the child? Who's the responsible person for the child? That's number one. You're going to look at the parents and say, well, what did you do wrong, or what did you do right? What did you do? First of all, why is the kid out there? Second of all, why is the kid out there by herself? Third, why is the kid out there by herself at night? So that's three things. Because she's three. She's still in a pamper, or she's just learning to go to the pot. That's three things you got to, we as an adults try to figure out. Why would you let a 3-year-old that can't go to the bathroom by herself outside by herself at night in an area you don't know? She definitely don't know these people around here. And everybody was like, well, she just went in for 3 minutes. Then the child comes up missing. And the child comes up missing. He knew something, because why would he say that? Yeah. If I'm not around, which will never happen with me, Bree Bree is saying, I'm always with mine. I'd rather have someone tell my child or my grandchild what's right than for people to turn their heads. Exactly. Exactly. So Chastity then came up in here. If I missed you guys, let me know that you are in the house. Okay? And so then Chastity says, have we got the truth about the mother being there or not? Being where? At home? Or being at the house? I don't think, here's the thing, Chastity, I know what you're talking about. So we don't know if mom wasn't there at the place. There's so many rumors, you can't make the truth out of what. And then they want to say, why are you pointing fingers at me? Well, we're pointing fingers because what we got out the story is rumors, and you're letting us think that you wasn't there. You're letting us think that this child was there by herself. You're letting us think that, I don't know. What else are we supposed to think? You know what I'm saying? Was you there or was you not there? And when the police said that don't say nothing, that's good, that's cool, because they know how the media will turn your words around, and people will really look at every detailed thing that you're saying. Because we're not interested in anything nobody else is saying. We're looking at dad and we're like, oh, he said center point. We're looking at dad and he's saying Cupcake gonna be okay. We're looking at dad and he's saying, the windows and the screens are coming off or whatever. So Sharika says the mom wasn't there. All of the family doing in a chat room. Welcome, newbies. Yes, yes, yes. So, you guys, you know what? Let me go out of here real quick and, let me make sure. I think I told her. Okay. Okay, I got her in here. Okay, but I'm looking for Karen. I don't see Karen. Anyway, hold on, you guys. So I need somebody to. Okay, we got the message out to her. Good. I forget. I forget you guys. Anyway, so hey, school bus driver, how you doing? Hey, Janet Dunbar, nice to see you. Hey, Blake, how are you doing? Yes. And if you guys don't know when we come on, just leave me a thing and I'll definitely, let you know that, when we're on or whatever. So, anybody got anything? Because I got some things I want to read to you, but I'm going to have to go out and get it and call it. And you guys tell me what you think about it. I did that this morning. Okay. Let me push this up. It's done stopped somewhere in there. Okay. So yeah, they're killing off a generation. Yeah, they are killing off a generation. And if you really looked at that video we put out this morning, if you looked how confused the people looked and arguing and yelling and fussing and asking for their rights. Hey, Phyllis, asking for the rights and we can't have this, can't. It just seems like everybody's in a disarray. Everybody's unconscious. Everybody got phones. Everybody's recording stuff, but they're not paying attention to these kids. Okay, I got to read these. Oh, okay. So, I guess, yeah, the family can't say anything else because maybe they now they got an attorney. So, imagine that. Oh, well, I just got that information, you guys. Wow. Um, mm. So anyway, when the yes. Anyway, I know it's crazy. We see people all the time at the park with their kids, but parents are sitting in the car on their phones. Yeah, exactly. And Ida says, "Oh my God, make the phone call and spill the tea." Oh, girl. Actually, I'm getting text in information as we're talking, and it's got me stumped on what I was gonna say, but I can't say what I'm reading here. Um, mm, so I'm sorry about that, you guys, but until I can confirm, I got pictures and I like to share them with you, but I'm gonna have to ask, can I share these pictures with you guys? I says, oh, what? I know. Y'all don't give me thumbs up no way. So what am I supposed to do? Share it with the tea? I don't mind getting in trouble, but y'all don't give me thumbs up. So now here's the thing. There's certain things I can share with you guys. There's certain things, but unless once it's confirmed, then I'll share that stuff. But I don't want to put out stuff and that because Right now, the guy that did Cupcake's funeral, the the minister, Pastor Wilson. So I know y'all probably seen this girl, and she's mad. She's ramping and raving. And we got the video, and we even got it downloaded, and it needed to go in. We didn't throw it out there because we're like, hey, we don't want to get distracted off of what we're already talking about. We got a lot to talk about, you guys. We got a lot. But this case here has gotten crazier every minute. You're welcome. It's getting crazier every minute. And the people are starting to tell. And now the law is getting involved in it. And we're talking about Cupcake. And so we do going to have to back off of saying certain stuff because it's not true. And there's certain things that is true. Now, my biggest question is, and I want somebody to call in and talk to me about this because I don't understand this for the life of me. Because, like I said, there's information that we can't put out there. Doesn't mean that it's not true. It just means that either somebody will get in trouble for telling us or it might hurt the case. You see what I'm saying? But for the family to come on TV, because the young lady that was talking, and we're trying to get an understanding because I thought that was Cupcake's aunt, but she was the aunt of the other little girl, but was still kin to Cupcake. So I don't know if she was the girl that lived at the house. I don't know. I'm just saying the news reporter, either she got it wrong, but we went back and we listened to it. And the news reporter said she's the aunt of the other little girl. No, she said she's the aunt of the other little girl and she's Cupcake. I don't know what she was talking about. If anybody know what she was talking about, I might even play it again and y'all tell me what she was talking about. Oh, it's pronounced black without the C. Oh, black. Okay. Hey, King Bay, how's it going? So, anybody want to call in and because we got the we're talking about Cedric now. If you guys were looking at the Cedric Jackson, the little boy down in Oklahoma, and the auntie was supposed to be taking care of him. And Auntie got on there and she was crying, talking about she liked to play. She called him Junior, and she liked to play peekaboo. And she'd like, come here, Junior. And before he went to bed, I said peekaboo. I said peekaboo, and all of that. And then the next thing you know, all heck broke loose. They found the baby in the landfill. The boyfriend of the aunt was arrested, and she's like, he wouldn't do that. And then she was arrested because she put the baby to bed, wrapped him up so tight that he suffocated. Basically, he wasn't dead, but he was pretty much close to dead. They think the baby dead, so they go throw the baby in the trash. The baby was still alive in the trash, but the baby died because nobody got the baby out and the baby went with the trash. Why is everybody throwing our kids away like they're trash? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chastity says, are you talking about the woman that said April ran in the house for 3 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, Chastity, that's exactly who I'm talking about. Welcome, everybody. If you're not a part of the family, click that bell, subscribe to the channel, and then click the bell for notification. So when we come on, you guys get notified. And then once you get notified, you got to put all on there. So people be like, I didn't get notified. You didn't get notified because you just clicked the bell, but there's some options there. You want to get notified all the time. You want to get notified some of the time, or you want to get, you don't want to, you want to get notified just whenever. What I missed, Di Rich is in the house. How you doing? We love you is in the house. You guys, come on. I need somebody to call in. 316-553-3056. Call in. Tell me what you're talking about. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me, it's Friday. We flashback. We've got Maleah Davis case, you guys. Brittany's still walking free. Darion done picked up another charge. Yep, he sure did. Cedric, aunt's boyfriend is still in jail. They're waiting to go to trial. Mm-hmm. Everybody getting arrested. But everybody acting like they don't know what's going on with these kids. Honey, I'll fix your plate. Are you hungry? Are you just munching? Okay, baby. Don't forget to sub. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to sub, you guys. Number once again, 316-553-3056. We're having some leftover cabbage and the macaroni and some fried chicken.
Jameson.
Hey, Shakara?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's her name, Shakara. I mess up her names. Don't take it bad if I said your name wrong.
It's okay.
Okay, go ahead. What's on your mind?
I live here in the Birmingham area.
Okay.
And I was one of those that was just affected about Cupcake. And to be honest with you, even since day one, before the Amber Alert even came out, ma'am, we all been widely affected about this child, still widely affected about this child. And I mean, as far as conversation here, the people that is locked up is not the people that did anything to that child. It's just a lot of us saying the same thing. They was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Is everybody down there saying that?
I mean, it's pretty much so that the only reason that guy got locked up anyway because they had found some child pornography on his cell phone.
Right.
But none of the pictures was of Cupcake. None of them was of Camille. None of them was of anyone that would be in the vicinity of this child.
Okay.
So I mean, we just look at it as wrong people, wrong place, wrong time.
Okay.
But as a parent, ma'am, it just so much not in there because the very first audio video that goes out the night this child come up missing, there's a small child. There's a lady recording. It's a small child, which is the brother of the other little girl that wasn't taken. The child is trying to talk to Birmingham police and give a description of what went on.
Exactly.
I feel like people that need to go back to the beginning and listen to the child. The lady is being so rude, she's interrupting the child instead of the police asking the lady to hold on, and let me speak to the child because the child is out there.
Right. That child was telling everything from the beginning to the end.
He said that they was playing hide and go seek.
Exactly.
And he said that as he was counting, he running around, he looking for the girl. He looks up under the car. He say he sees the 2 feet get in the blackish, bluish vehicle. But he also proceeds to tell the police about the candy.
Yeah, and he said something about they switched cars.
Bingo. But okay, if you in the video, the police is trying to ask, the baby told him, he said when the vehicle came around this way, he said they switched to a car.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said the black and blue was a truck thing.
Right.
He said when they came around this way by me and my sister. So that must be the child, that must be the brother of the other little girl that wasn't abducted. He said they switched vehicles. At that point, you can hear Birmingham police asking the little boy what was the color of the vehicle. The lady gets loud and she walks off. She said that was a little boy in the background trying to give Birmingham a description or tell them something about what went on. Ma'am, you just said in your own video that the abduction had to happen between 7:45 and 8 o'clock, because you just got off at 7. The little boy had to been out there with his little sister and Cupcake.
Exactly. He knew more than what she could have known. I don't know why she just stepped in there. She should have just see. That's why people don't want.
But why isn't the police going back to the beginning? They need to pick up. It's a lot of evidence, and people is looking over what this child got to say. If somebody take time, listen to what this baby got to say.
But I don't think here's my problem. I don't think that they just got Patrick because his car was there and he was in the area and he's got pornography. There's got to be some kind of evidence. There's got to be some blood. There's got to be some hair that's in the car or at his house. There's got to be something that's got to connect.
They found him and the young lady that's locked up. They found them at Centerpoint in the vehicle.
Right.
There was nothing found in the vehicle.
There was nothing found in the vehicle? Are you sure?
I mean, the report and everything that came out far as what they given us. There was no traces of this child in that vehicle.
Really?
There was no traces, 0.00.
What about in the house?
What about when that baby in that very first audit, in the very first taping that night, within minutes of this child being taken, the child is telling them that he said they switched cars.
Right. I get that.
But the lady walks away, so it's like did Birmingham continue talking to this child, or did they just walk away?
Okay, but here's the thing. So, like, say for instance, and we're just gonna be like. Would just role play with me here. If this was your child and some unknown person was parked on the corner and they were seen there and the body ended up in the dumpster that you lived at and they got you arrested and you've got pornography on your phone and everything, would you think that it might be a possibility, or would you be like, would you and your family get on TV and be like, I think he's set up?
No, I mean, by him having pornography on his phone, no, because I mean, and then a lot of people, like you said, we're not trying to point fingers at this mother. We are not trying to point fingers at this mother, but at the same time, because the cousin go on TV to say that she goes in the house for 3 minutes. But let's rewind all the way back. Her last post to Facebook, she was at one of the known high school football games that night, ma'am.
Right.
She posted, which was her last post on Facebook.
Right.
Okay. At that time, it was posted at 7:46. The lady on the audio, she said the lady said that the kidnapping happened between 7:45 and 8 o'clock. The lady said she got off at 8.
Right.
So let's run the timeline. First of all, Cupcake, they wasn't invited to this birthday party.
Right.
These children was dropped off.
Right. Well, the cousin said that she was there at the party. The mom wasn't just dropped. I mean, the mom didn't just drop Cupcake off. See, that's what I'm saying. So how can we make a decision of what happened
because
and what didn't?
The lady that threw the birthday party and the lady that helped with this birthday party.
Right.
There's a text message out. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube.
Right.
The lady that threw the actual birthday party, she has like a page and a half long.
Mm-hmm.
She started out saying, I don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the child was not invited to the party.
Right. I seen that.
So, I mean, that's from the lady that threw the actual birthday party this night.
Right.
Okay. That child was not invited.
Right. She wasn't invited. She didn't even know the baby because when she looks up, the baby is in the house and I guess the baby messing with the food and stuff. Right.
And she's asking in the text me, hey, who baby is this? Who baby is this?
Right.
So like she said, when the baby was led away, she assumed that the child was taken home to the parents.
Mm-hmm.
But the child wasn't. She looks up again. The baby is back. And they said the baby outside pulling her clothes down like she got to use the bathroom. The lady addresses it again. Who child is this? If she's asking who child is this, the cousin, this lady come from the inside of the party to the outside of the party because she see the baby outside the door. Where the cousin at? She's yelling loud.
Right.
She never did say. She just assumed that the child was taken on, so that let you know that this lady never had an encounter with this child.
Right.
And then the brother was saying said that when the brother got out of the car with the mom, with April, he seen some of his friends that he know from school from that area, and he ran off playing. That's how Cupcake get in the house at the party.
Right. So that's how she got. So what? The mom went on driving, or did she get out the car and go in the house? Because
no,
they're saying
they just got dropped off. The mom proceeds on to. She posted on Facebook during fourth quarter of the game.
When was the fourth quarter of the? If the brother's at home, then the football game is over.
No, her child. This was a high school football game that the mom went to.
Oh, so she went back to the football game on the fourth quarter?
No, she dropped the kids off.
Okay.
She proceeds to go to the game. She get to because they went to the school and watched the camera. She was at the beginning of the game, walking through the gate by oneself.
Well, she got a picture. That's the picture that everybody's looking at with Cupcake with the.
That's right, but right before she went to the game. That
Well,
was right before they was dropped off during broad daylight.
Yeah, but she took that picture right there at the football stadium.
Right.
With Cupcake.
The kids was dropped off.
So why would she go to a high school game when her kids is 11 and 3?
Right. And you dropped them off at a birthday party that they wasn't invited to.
Okay.
They was not invited to this party. I mean, the lady, we wouldn't have known that this was put on Facebook. I mean, Birmingham.
So why did the auntie or whoever that was that came on TV yesterday, why did the auntie come on and say that mom just came in, Cupcake was bouncing on the blow up thing, and then mom went in the house for 3 minutes, and then Cupcake was gone?
No. That baby was already gone before they even. The cousin hasn't even been pronounced or said anything about a cousin. There was no relatives of this child at that party. The lady that threw the party, she specifically said that baby had no relatives there. And the lady also said in that text message, they had 20 to 30 kids of their own. And they was doing and she also said they was doing a head count throughout the day as well, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so they doing a head count throughout the day to keep up with their kids.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But so now a cousin, I don't know if it's a cousin of the...
This cousin ain't never came up. She ain't came up on... This the first time she done came up on TV. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no family member, nobody done stepped up, distraught or nothing. You have had just people out there we just have been doing our own search. Just watching people fall out in distraught over this child. No relatives or nothing.
Right.
We have police officers passing out. Picking up our police officers to help get them to stretch. I mean,
what do you mean passing out? Or you mean they falling out?
The search. I mean, from day one, when that Amber Alert went out.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't at work, I was out there. I mean, it's random. It's just random people.
Right.
If you ain't doing nothing but out there handing out waters 12, 13 hours. Carlos Chavez, from day one, that man, he stayed out there. He was running at least 22 hours a day.
Right.
And it don't add up.
Right. So do you think the family got something to do with this, or do you think that it's just somebody else?
Ma'am, the people that's locked up, them and not the people should be locked up. There's several players in this.
Mm-hmm.
Because the little boy had already said that he seen the baby. She stepped up, and the baby didn't have no shoes on because she was in the bouncy house.
Right.
So when he said he seen her stepped up in that blackish bluish truck, she didn't have no shoes on.
Right. Right.
Because he said and then if you listen to him, the baby had said because my sister was eating candy. That baby was lured away by candy because the first video we see of the daddy talking to the news, the first thing he said about she loved candy, but she ain't gonna go to strangers.
Right, right. I don't know. Okay, if Patrick and them, then who else are you going to look at?
The mama, the daddy. That's April mother that's on the video, the dark skinned lady that's on the video that's standing there with her.
Right.
That's Cupcake grandma. That's April mama.
Right.
Ain't nobody breaking down.
Right.
Nobody crying. Ain't nobody.
Right. I know.
And then
I know, but there's like some people they can't, you won't see them cry because they're very strong hearted, but trust me, they're crying, you just don't see it. But you know what I'm saying?
We need to see it. We need to see it because when the baby was spotted over here on the west side of Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
It were people. I mean, we was out. I was at work. I was at work as far as walking distance. I say a good maybe 20 minutes from where they thought that this child was seen in the apartment complex. I'm assistant manager. I locked my doors and struck out running.
Uh-huh.
They thought they seen this baby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's people out there passing out. They bringing in ambulance. It's stuff that you can't see on there. They taking people away. But then when it was said that wasn't, when the baby came out, it wasn't the child. I mean, it was just such a disbelief. Our hospitals has been full, still full.
Okay, Chastity is asking, who is the woman on the phone again? She wants you to state your name again.
Shakira Jemison.
Shakira. She's in the chat room, you guys. Shakira is in the chat room. So she called in. I'll be asking you guys to call in, and she called in. And she lives down there. So she's giving us some good information here. Please stop deleting my comments, whoever you are. RG, I don't know who's deleting your comments. RG, if somebody's deleting your comment, when I find out, because I can go back and check. I don't think they're deleting your comments, but if you have, if you got big caps on, it'll delete because that's what YouTube do. But you have to write it in small caps. So I don't think nobody's deleting your comments. I just think if you write in big caps or you have a whole bunch of emojis, it'll delete it itself. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you another question though, because so what about all those police officers going in? They were saying that they were raiding people's houses down there just to be doing stuff, and just because they knew that you did certain stuff like sold drugs or you gambled or whatever, or you got teenage girls.
Well, the different how they the only far as like what they showed us, or as far as what people went live, that one apartment, like I said, that they went in was here on the west side of Birmingham because they thought that the child was spotted, which that was not the child, because they bought the child out. The mother, they searched her apartment. So the only ones that they showed us first, and what we was able to see live at that actual moment was the apartment that was on that was in Center Point, that they raided, where they got the guy and the girl from.
Right. Well, they had one. They had one house that they remember when they thought they had found Cupcake, and they said that the medical examiner was examining, and the family was all there, and everybody was hooray and happy or whatever. And then even
right, that's when they thought they had spotted the little girl here on the west side of Birmingham.
But
That's when they thought someone had a visual, which it was the baby was the same color as this child, and this particular day the baby had on pretty much kind of like it wasn't the same outfit, but the shirt and the bottom was the same color as Cupcake's. So by them just, boom, riding by, see the light-skinned baby and the colors, the clothes, it was just an instant, 911 call. So they had searched that lady apartment, and they put the child in the in the back of the ambulance. They fingerprint the child and everything, they need to go through, and then they everybody had their hopes up. And at that time everybody was screaming, "Oh, they found Cupcake," because they had to bring the baby out covered up.
Right.
Even I was I'm screaming.
Oh, you was there? You was there?
I was there.
Okay.
We screaming, it's like we're trying to hold our breath, trying to hold our breath, and then everybody was like, calm down, and then it's like you can hear birds, a roar, they thinking they found the baby, then all of a sudden, it wasn't her.
Oh.
It wasn't her. Then the next thing that they found, because they had to lock that guy and the girl back up by this time.
Right.
They bonded out, they had locked them back up.
Right. Well, the girl never got out. But
right, she did what the dude did.
Right.
He got out on a $500,000 bond.
Right.
So,
so do you think the dad or do you think the mom? I mean, I don't want you to point fingers, but I mean, there's a reason why you're gonna think one or the other.
I mean, why think when I say both, because that little boy, that baby that little boy ain't gonna sit there. I'm still stuck on the very first. It's always the very first moments is critical. If somebody was there to see this, those very first moments is critical. Exactly. So you need to take down and listen to anything, especially if they can speak English. Listen to them.
Right.
The very first moments.
Right.
And then next thing you know, the baby, from the time the child was missing up until the time they found this child in the landfill, remains.
Right.
But the autopsy come back and said that the baby was killed within a couple of hours of being abducted.
Oh. Why would somebody just take the kid to kill the kid?
Well,
I mean, if you owe some money, I could see that's the reason why they did it. Hurry up, take the kid, kill the kid, say your baby's in Center Point, so that's probably, you know what I'm saying?
But he was the first one, man. His very first.
I know his
first place that he said, "Oh, I got people out in Center Point." I'm just saying, I'm only one person. Yeah, I'm only one person, and I'm only one voice.
No,
I just feel like a guilty conscience speaks loud. I just really feel like, as far as myself, he wasn't intending to say anything about Center Point.
Yeah, I picked that up when he first said it. When he said Center Point, I was like, oh my goodness.
This was a couple of hours after this baby was missing, so it just made me really feel like that baby was actually dead, and that baby was coming through him. That's just how I feel. I'm just a parent. That's it. I got feelings. My heart just goes out.
Yeah.
It just goes out. For you, I got people all out and said, "No, why you pinpoint Center Point?" I just felt like that was that baby stepping forward, trying to tell us that I'm in Center Point. She in Center Point. And next thing you know, who get arrested in Center Point? The dude and the girl, and they find the truck in Center Point.
Exactly.
But that was several days later after.
Right. Okay.
Several days later after. That's why I just said, I just feel like you met the wrong people in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it. But why, as the father, would you meet your first interview, your couple hours?
Exactly.
But if you love your child so much, ma'am, as a parent, as anybody would, when April 1st, when he said that he first got the call, he said he hesitated. He said he waited.
Right. He waited 3 minutes and then called back And then that's when they said his
But
child
who's
was
gonna wait?
abducted.
But
Yeah, who's gonna
you
wait
just
when your
got a
child?
call.
Yeah,
It should be some hysteria going on in the background. I'm
right.
gonna be honest with you. Black people, we down south down here. It be some cussing and all that going on. You gonna hear some
Somebody
hysteria
in the
going
chat
on.
room is saying that daddy's girlfriend mom lives in Center Point also, though.
Wait, the daddies.
Girlfriend lives in
No.
Center Point also.
Dominic, Cupcake's father, his mother lives in Central Point.
Shut up. Y'all, Dominique's mom live in Center Point too?
Yes, it's YouTube is full of videos. It was even it's full of videos. The mom is the lady that's in front of the Birmingham precinct.
Exactly. I know that's Dominique's mama. She's a very pretty lady.
Yes.
Okay, so Dominique's mom lives in Center Point and Dominique's girlfriend lives in Center Point?
Okay, there you go. They got Facebook pages. It's on Facebook. So, I mean, unless they lying about where they live at, but the addresses and all that is right there. And Dominic mom live off Carson Road, which is the road that leads on the way, excuse my language, to the damn landfill where this child was found at.
Yeah, they say she lives off the main road to Center Point.
Right. The apartments right over where the guy and the girl was taken from, along with the Sequoia.
Then that's probably why he said something about Center Point. He might. Oh, okay.
Center Point is not too far because all trash that is pulled from that area goes to the garden, goes to that landfill. So why would you mention Center Point first? I just feel like that baby was coming forward through him because he was so choked up. He couldn't even tell the news reporters nothing about his child, ma'am.
Right.
I just felt like that was that baby stepping forward and she wouldn't let him lie because he was going to lie. It's just too much. It's not adding up. Right. It's just stuff it's not adding up, ma'am.
Yeah.
We still live in one of the worst racist states that it is down here.
Yeah.
In Alabama, but we're in Birmingham.
Yeah. I've heard about Birmingham.
Yes, and I mean, just a lot ain't adding up.
Yeah, it ain't.
It's not. And we always gonna revert back and point fingers. But I just say, look at the timeline. Because there's something about the mama and the dad, it ain't add. Something about that family ain't adding up.
Right. You know, we wanted to do a timeline on it, and we really couldn't do a timeline because she said, you know, now we don't know what mom said, because mom only said don't call her Camille, just call her Cupcake. Mom really ain't said nothing but that out in the public.
There's a video.
I mean, she cussed some people out.
Nope, there's a video. Rhonda Robinson. That's one of the actual news reporter, okay, which has been covering. She was another one of the news reporters that covered this from the very first second up until the funeral and everything. Rhonda Robinson. She's in there. This is right when the baby come up missing and everything. The news reporter thought that they had stopped recording, but they didn't. There was a quick altercation that broke out because there's some people that's fussing, which is cussing at April.
Right.
Calling her, be honest with you, they're calling her a mammy about not where you, because she's telling them, don't worry about where I was dropping my kids, but it's some people that's fussing, that's giving her heat back.
Is that what April said? Don't be talking about me dropping my kids off.
Well, you can.
I heard her say, don't worry about my mother effing kids.
Right. When she go to saying worry about my effing, that's when the police go to saying something. But there's another video where the camera is angled in on the other side. Where you can hear that conversation as well. Because the people that's on the other side that's getting at April, these people is very upset.
Oh.
So I wonder if them people was talked to too, because they're fussing at her about her dropping her kids off.
Whoa. Oh my. Well then, I guess it's hard to say when people's like, well, why are you saying something bad about the mom? I'm like, well, if she dropped the baby off, she's wrong. if she was in the house, how could she be in the house? Because she wasn't even invited to the party. So she had to be at her own house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Because she does that where the child was taken. Cupcake doesn't live there.
right.
Cupcake doesn't live there. So when the cousin say that the mom only went in the house for 3 minutes, she has to be referring to she went in her house
Exactly.
and not the home of the, because she couldn't have went into the house of
The
where
party.
the party was taking it,
Right.
because there's a video showing the night of the abduction.
Right.
It shows the guy and the two little kids out there playing.
Right. Right. And they at some kind of basketball court by themselves.
Well, it's like a basketball court over there, and it's like sidewalk, and then there's like the apartments set back like several feet off, from the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Exactly.
So, but as you come up to if you the right hand part of the screen, as it goes off, the sidewalk steps off, and then it's like the parking lot, and then the road.
Yeah.
So that child wasn't that far from the road, but still in the video, man, there's two gentlemen that starts off at the beginning. There's two people, put it like that. They're standing at the top of that video, at the top of that video.
Okay.
There are four legs there.
Right.
If you look closely, the one guy that walks across by the kids, the other guy kind of like steps back a little bit because you no longer see his legs.
Right.
But the video that if you see that guy standing there, when that guy walks across and then he come back across, because they was wondering what was those kids picking up.
Right.
Everybody was saying money. It's not money, it was candy, because the little boy that first gave the first description,
right.
the blackest, bluest description, he said they was eating, it was candy.
Right. Right.
He said, because his sister had picked up some the candy and put some of the candy in her mouth. That baby was lured away with that candy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he said his sister was on the corner and she had some candy. He didn't know where she had got it from.
Right. He said when he looked down, he seen the little feet.
Right.
Stepping up in the truck. That baby was lured in that truck by that candy. And he said the truck, it came around the corner, and he said they switched to a car.
Right. Right.
And that's when the police go to ask him about what color was the car, and the lady walks off, and you can't hear no more of the conversation.
Right. Right. Well, I thank you for calling in. I appreciate your call.
Yes, ma'am. But I mean, we gonna keep on pushing. We gonna do what we have to do for them to keep this case open, because we just want to see justice.
Can I call you tomorrow? Because I want to go over some videos, and so we could talk about some of this discussion.
I mean, once you get a chance, to be honest with you can sit down and look at the actual videos, like far as what the police put out, the media, even the mayor.
Right.
And you'll really, a lot of it will start making sense. And I mean, we're going to push, because the right people is going to be locked up.
Right.
We going to push forward. I mean, we going to do what we got to do. We going to have to. Even our main day game, which we just had our rivalry game here in Birmingham, Alabama and Alabama State.
Right.
Our entire weekend have been surrounded around this baby.
Right.
Okay. We're not letting this rest. We're not letting this go.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's not fair though, ma'am. A 3-year-old, come on, what did she do?
I know. When I think about a 3-year-old, I'm like, God.
Then even his friends have been going live on Facebook saying about owing somebody.
Right.
When the guys that he grew up with from elementary school up until knowing him today live as an adult.
Right.
He's going off on Dominic.
Right. Yep, I heard all of that.
So, I mean, then there's a audio, the guy that goes live, that's with the beard.
Uh-huh.
I can't really...
Two Guns Vito.
Huh?
Two Guns Vito.
Right. There's an audio, not a video, but there's an audio with Two Guns Vito. And that's on Facebook as well. Right. There's a lot of audios that people, Two Guns Vito, because him and Dominic, They've been street guys, so they've been knowing each other, like you said, ever since they were little guys growing up. And he said in the beginning of his video that Dominic tried to put that kidnapping on his homeboy. And he told me, like, you know you lying, you know that my boy didn't do that. You need to tell the truth.
Right.
He was like, that's why I put up $2,500 on my own. He was like, how much money? You ain't put up no money. He said, you ain't got no money you put up on your own child ransom. He said, goes to say, all thing you have is a room full of J's. Right. Somebody did something for this child, because all of a sudden, dear ma'am, there's a picture that goes out with Dominic in the club. Why you in the club and your baby missing, ma'am?
They said that picture was an August picture and that wasn't an October picture.
Some say it was old, some say it's not.
Well, the timestamp says it's August.
Okay. Okay. Well, then they show, I can understand it. Then they show a video of him and you can hear an individual in the background. You can see all this money.
Right.
They in the room. He asking y'all come here and count this.
Right. Yeah.
So if y'all got this little stuff, that I just feel like if that picture that came up, that's an old picture, August, back in the club. How long y'all been doing this?
I don't know.
How long have y'all been plotting this?
Yeah.
Because I just feel like it just something ain't adding up.
Okay, somebody wants me to ask.
If you go on even on his Facebook page though, if you look at him back in August up until this baby come up missing in October, the clothes is different. You got fresh gold in your mouth and all this.
Right.
I pay attention to a lot of little small stuff.
Okay, somebody wants me to ask you a question, and it's T. Peters. She's saying, can you ask her, was there a fight involving Dominique at the funeral? Okay,
it came out for the news report. It came out in the news. They said he was assaulted. He was brutally assaulted. Those were the two words that was used.
He was brutally assaulted?
Yes, ma'am. That's what came out in our Birmingham newspaper. So if it's a lie, the only person that we can blame on that is the people that wrote it up. Because, there was no cameras or anything. Some people went live during the funeral, but this was doing, I think, during the wait. They were the viewing of the body.
Right.
And they say he was brutally assaulted. Those were the two words.
Right.
That the news report had put out. And they was capitalized. So that right there, it just goes to show if all those letters are capitalized in a news story, brutally assaulted. Okay. There's something wrong.
Right. So do you know Paulesha? The girlfriend? Have you seen her around?
No, I mean, as far as anyone being locked up or people that's close dealing with this case, as far as what we was told, witness protection.
Huh?
We was told that they are in witness protection.
Who's in witness protection? Paulesha or the mom or the dad too?
The mom, April, Dominic, the grandmothers, they're in police protection. These people are in police protection.
Oh, I've got a big headache.
I'm telling you, it's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot, but the day of the viewing of the body, they said that Dominic was brutally assaulted.
Oh. Okay.
And everyone that's far as close, but I'm guessing the close people around far as dealing with him and April, we were told, they're in police protection. So we haven't seen anyone, as far as the last family member, that cousin, that's the last person that we've seen that come up on the news. Right. No grandmother has came forward, no nothing.
Okay. Hey, Lucien or whatever. Lucien's in the house. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call you and we're gonna chat it up and we're gonna because I got some things to share with you. Since you're down there, you can, because we did not know that they were in.
When we got the first Amber Alert at 8:13 at night,
Okay, somebody else want me to ask you a question. See, they be wanting me to ask you questions, so you're gonna have to call in almost every day. Okay.
So
Ida's okay, she's asking. I'm not gonna be saying who asking. You might want to get mad at somebody. So I'm gonna say, can you ask her if Dominique went in for questioning the other day?
I mean, if he did, far as the media hasn't let us know anything yet, or nothing has came out about it.
Right.
And one of our known activists here in the Birmingham area, his name is Carlos Chavez Jr.
Right. Carlos is King Carlos.
Right. He's pretty much everywhere. I mean, I follow him, live on everything. So I haven't pretty much seen him. He haven't posted anything about that.
Exactly. And we kind of called a couple of times yesterday. We called Birmingham and we called Jefferson, and they said no. They didn't have them. So we're still waiting. Okay.
So, well, the guy that they locked up there moved him to the county jail.
Right. Right.
I don't know where the girl is at.
She's in Birmingham.
Okay, she in Birmingham.
Right.
I can't pronounce her name correctly. But
Cortesa. Her name is Darica.
Derica.
Her name
But
is
her Derica cousin has it has went viral on YouTube as well.
Right. Right.
She goes on there and give a full explanation in the background of Derica as well.
Yeah, I seen her. I seen what she said and everything.
And Derica did something damaging and harmful to her, which she didn't say.
Right.
Which made her wipe her hands. And
right.
I watched Facebook today when Derica had tried to kidnap her kids.
Right.
It went viral here.
Right.
The gun and everything we seen drawn. This girl taken to the ground and everything.
Right.
So, I mean, I just still feel as if they got the wrong people. They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay. Okay.
That's how, and they busted in them apartments in Centerpoint.
Right.
And that's where they got them from.
Yeah. Okay.
But Dominic mama lives in Centerpoint. When the three girls, I know y'all seen the video of the three girls.
Right. We heard. Yeah.
She said that she thought she seen them drop something a couple of times, and she thought
right.
it was from the baby.
And yeah, that's what I wanted to. When I call you, I wanted to talk to you about some of that. But because I don't know, I don't even throw that out there right now because that's
my percent. I really felt like that wasn't that baby.
Right.
I really felt that wasn't that child because they only found remains of this baby.
Right. Well,
remains. But the autopsy said that this baby was killed within a couple of hours of being abducted.
Right.
So the baby had to have been discarded between sometime late that Saturday night, whole day that Sunday morning.
Right.
Because trash is picked up. We put trash out on Sundays and Wednesdays, which is church days.
Uh-huh.
And it's picked up on Mondays and Thursdays.
Right.
And that trash around through Centerpoint was picked up when? Monday morning.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that baby was already discarded.
She probably was.
She had to be discarded. Then I pay attention to a lot. If you look at the video, the first video of the daddy, dude's so choked up. If you pay attention to his words, because it sounds like he got a mouth full of something in his mouth. He said that he didn't sleep a wink or nothing, and he just took a fresh bath. And if you look at it, you can tell when black folks really took a fresh bath. Even he crossed his nose. He said it in the video. You ain't slept a wink.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering because
death occurred within hours of the abduction.
Right.
They said within hours.
Right.
I just feel like within hours, okay, the dad, he ain't slept since, we'll say about 9, since none that day, if he been up pretty early that day, just that Sunday morning. Because there was a kind of a light rain that came up late that night, day that morning. We had a nice little drizzle that came down.
Right.
and he was the first person that they interviewed about this child.
Right. That's yeah.
And he said that he hadn't slept a wink all night.
Right.
And y'all the first people that I'm talking to.
Right. Well, that's who they supposed to. That's who they supposed to talk to. They're supposed to talk to the mom and the daddy first.
But what did that? He went in there. What April was it? I felt like the first interview should have came from the mother.
Because they had been fighting. They had a custody battle about this kid just the day before, and he lost.
Yeah, but he had already.
So they're gonna go. So they're gonna go with the mom and the daddy.
Yep, they're gonna go with the mom and the daddy.
They wasn't just talking. They wasn't just talking to Dominique by himself. They were talking to her over here, and they were talking to him over there. So they couldn't get their stories together. You see what I'm saying?
Right. They was keeping them apart.
And that's a good thing. But I knew that they probably was gonna get somewhat of a different story because they've been fighting in court about this child or whatever, or both kids or whatever.
But you don't even know nothing about your child because the news reporter asked you.
Yeah, he doesn't know that much, but anyway.
But the only thing he can say is, she know my cars.
Yeah.
But the little boy also stated, though, ma'am, that this child, that they switched vehicles to a car.
Right.
And this dude said that she know my cars. I just feel like that baby was even though that baby was adopted and she stepped into that black and bluish, as he called, black and bluish
right
vehicle, and he said they switched cars. I mean, that baby was switched.
Right.
She got out of that black and blue thing. She was switched to somebody around the corner.
Right.
And we were around that corner the 4th day that morning. They killed that baby and put that baby in the dumpster.
Yeah.
In Centerpoint.
Right.
The dude that kidnapped that baby, and his girlfriend, she do live in Centerpoint. They went on to Centerpoint.
Right.
Because they were spotted at the gas station that Sunday.
Right.
That's that Sunday. They spotted the gas station, and that's the dude that's standing there in front of the coolers. That was that Sunday.
Okay.
That was a couple of hours right after Dominic and April had did that first interview.
Right.
That was a couple of hours later. The dude was spotted at the gas station.
Yeah.
Which was that Sunday. They goes on. Which we didn't really get a good full description of this vehicle until when? That Monday. Because they called it at the gas station. So boom, Monday morning, turn the news on, got a bolo out there looking for this vehicle.
Right.
They find the vehicle when? Tuesday.
Okay.
Who they arrest? The dude.
Yep.
The guy, Derica, and the vehicle.
Right.
They had zero traces of this baby.
Right.
Zero. So when that baby stepped up in there, she was grabbed. I feel like that baby was grabbed. She was held. Boom. They went right in the corner and that baby was handed off.
Okay. We got to keep some of this for Monday. We got to keep some.
If she was eating candy, she only 3. She had this slob. It's on her fingers. Sticky fingers or something.
Right. You're right.
Come on now, she had candy in her mouth. She only 3.
Right. You're right.
So she's stepping up in there to get more candy.
Right. Even if she stepped in that vehicle, even if she just went in the vehicle for 1 second, there is going to be a trace there. If there's not no trace there, then she didn't step in that vehicle. That's just the bottom line. She didn't step because that's a kid.
The little boy said she stepped in.
If she stepped in with no shoes on, then guess what? There's DNA in that vehicle. If there's not DNA in that vehicle, then that's not true. They got the wrong.
She was handed out quick. If he seen her, because the baby, she left that area.
Okay, so Jennifer saying my thing is why were the parents not talking? Why was there so much hostility between April and Dominique?
That's my opinion, because I just feel like they can't get their story together.
Okay.
When you in trouble, when you and somebody went and did something, y'all ain't had a chance to talk and make sure that y'all on the same page.
They want to catch them real quick, so they won't get the story together. You're right.
That's what it is, and it's just so much of it. And see, right now, everybody just like trying to. They want you to console the family, but it's still so much coming out. It's people still telling Dominic, "You need to talk. You need to talk." My opinion, I just feel like both of them had something to do with this baby coming up missing.
Right. Okay, we're gonna have to save some of this for money. We can't do it all in one day.
No, we can't.
And so I'm gonna get in touch with you over the weekend, and then we gonna finish this conversation Monday.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'll be here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you guys, that was something else. We got another contact in Birmingham, and I'm happy about it. I don't know about you guys. So we're getting some information from people that's right down there. We're not getting secondhand information. These people are going through all of this stuff, and they're gonna know more than we. I wanted to touch on other things, but you guys, y'all want to stay on Cupcake, so we gonna stay on Cupcake until I guess we all rest. I'm gonna have to get off of here, you guys. I don't care how much I hate my child's father. If our baby's missing, we putting all feelings aside and talking. You got that right. I do the same thing. I be like, I know you can't stand me, but our child is in trouble. Send money or plane ticket, or you better get your butt down here or whatever. We got to work this out. I don't care if you like me or not. Okay, you guys, we're gonna keep Cupcake alive in our feelings, in our prayers. What's Darion's new charge? Strangulation. They said that they're gonna charge him, but they haven't yet. They said something about some strangulation. We're gonna make them calls, and we're gonna get down and see if they charged him. They said that they're gonna charge him with, strangulation, because they hadn't really charged him yet, and it might be murder. You never know. Good night. Good night, everybody. RG, yes, he said she was safe, and it would be all week thing. And a week later, they find, okay, you guys, we got 82 people in the room. I only got half a likes. Y'all give me my thumbs up. We going to get it together. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and chat for a minute, because I already know I'm not even going to close my live down. Y'all going to give me some thumbs up. There we go. There we go. There we go. I need 3 more. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna let y'all chat a little bit. I gotta get my dinner started. Hey, Papa. Okay, everybody saying body, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night, Lucian Brooks. Jennifer, good night. Good night, Casey. Good night, Ida. Good night, Sheer Brady. Good night, Chastity. Good night, Barbara. Good night, Lawana. Good night, the Highway Diva, Belinda. Orgasmic. Casey T. Peters, good night. Black, good night. Jennifer, Sandy, good night. Bree, good night. I seen RG in the house. You know, she was knocking down doors. Quick, deleting my comment. Y'all don't delete RG's comments. Honey, do you want one piece of chicken or two?
What chicken is it? What part is it?
Huh?
What part of chicken is it?
It's a leg and a thigh.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a leg and a thigh. Okay, I'm finna get off the live, baby. I told everybody good night. Everybody's still in here. Sandra, good night. Deborah, good night. Lavera, good night. Bree, good night. Ida, good night. Jennifer, good night. Let me see. D'Angelo, good night. Chastity, good night. Lucy, good night. Okay. School bus driver, good night. Thank you. Brother Cindy, good night. Carmela was in the house. Good night. I seen you, lady. Jennifer, Belinda, Casey. I seen talking with Keish came in here, but I couldn't talk to her. I love that lady that called in. You guys, we're gonna have a good time. Somebody even did some with some cash, did a super chat. I don't know who did the super chat. I don't see who did it. Dang, that was rude. I didn't even see who did it. Cindy, good night. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. Good night.